Welcome to Star Memoirs, your destination for unforgettable celebrity legacies. Our first news is this. Former MTV host Ananda Lewis dies at 52 after breast cancer battle. Ananda Lewis, a former MTV host and TV personality, is dead at 52. Her friend Lakshmi Emery shared the news in a June 11th Facebook post. "She's free and in his heavenly arms," Emery wrote, alongside a black and white photo of Lewis. "Lord, rest her soul." She did not say what caused Lewis's death, NBC News reported. Lewis was a well-known VJ on MTV in the late 1990s and early 2000s. She hosted popular shows like Total Request Live and Hot Zone and launched The Ananda Lewis Show in 2000. In 2019, Lewis was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. She later shared that she chose not to have the double mastectomy her doctors recommended. Instead, she turned to alternative therapies. In a January 2025 essay for Essence, Lewis said she had tried treatments like cutting sugar and alcohol from her diet, monthly ultrasounds, high-dose vitamin C IVs, Qigong exercises, and hyperbaric chamber sessions. When her tumor began growing during the COVID-19 pandemic, she started genetically targeted fractionated chemotherapy. This type of chemotherapy is designed to kill cancer cells while sparing healthy ones, according to the Cleveland Clinic. Despite these efforts, an October 2023 scan showed that her cancer had progressed to stage 4. She then decided to undergo treatment at an integrative care facility, NBC News said. In her final published essay, Lewis reflected on the choices she made. She previously said she regretted not getting mammograms out of fear of radiation exposure, and she urged other women to stay informed. Going into 2020, I would say to women, do everything in your power to avoid my story becoming yours. If I had known what I know now 10 years ago, perhaps I wouldn't have ended up here, Lewis wrote in the Essence piece. I encourage people to look at the information and studies that exist. Seek them out, learn from them, and apply the changes to your life so that you can continue to thrive and live as long as you can, she added. Our second news is this. Emmy-winning actress Valerie Mahaffey, best known for her role on the TV series Northern Exposure, has died. She was 71. Mahaffey's publicist, Gillian Roscoe, confirmed to USA Today the actress died Friday, May 30th after a battle with cancer. Her 5-decade career included performances on the Broadway stage, countless television appearances, and roles in films such as Seabiscuit, Sully, Jungle 2 Jungle, and No Pay, Nudity. Mahaffey earned a Supporting Actress Daytime Emmy nomination in 1980 for her role in the NBC soap opera The Doctors. In 1992, she would win a Primetime Emmy for Best Supporting Actress in a Drama Series for her role as Eve in Northern Exposure. Most recently, Mahaffey appeared in the Apple TV Plus thriller Echo 3, The Eighth Day, and the film French Exit, for which she earned an Independent Spirit Award Supporting Actress nomination. Born and raised in Indonesia until the age of 11, Mahaffey also lived in Nigeria, Texas, and England. She is survived by her husband, Joseph Kell, and her daughter, Alice. I have lost the love of my life, and America has lost one of its most endearing actresses, her husband said in a statement. She will be missed. Her daughter, who starred in the 2010 film Summer 11, which Mahaffey produced and appeared in, Kell directed, said in a post on Instagram, "Don't really have the words to say right now. Cancer sucks. I'll look for you in all the fun moments of life. I know that's where you'll be. I know we'll see each other again someday. I love you infinity much." After her regular role as Ashley Bennett on The Doctors, Mahaffey began a steady stream of TV appearances, including recurring roles as Alma Hodge, the devious ex-wife of Orson Hodge, Kyle MacLachlan, over 9 episodes, 2006-2007, on Desperate Housewives, the teacher Victoria McElroy, 2017-2020, on Young Sheldon, and on the Netflix comedy Dead to Me, as Christina Applegate's mother-in-law, Lorna Harding, for 9 episodes, 2019-2022. Mahaffey also had guest appearances on comedies such as Cheers, Seinfeld, and Newhart. Mahaffey's early career included Broadway plays such as Dracula, in which she performed with Raul Julia. She also won 2 Obie Awards for off-Broadway plays, Top Girls at the Public Theater and for Alan Bennett's Talking Heads at the Minetta Lane. Her other theater credits include playing Desdemona in Othello, opposite Morgan Freeman, and Juliet in Romeo and Juliet with Tom Hulce. Brian Wilson, Beach Boys co-founder and God only knows genius, dies at 82. Corrections and clarifications. A previous version of this article incorrectly associated a song with the Beach Boys' Pet Sounds album. Brian Wilson, an eclectic genius whose sunny Beach Boys songs helped define a revved-up era of American popular music, has died at age 82. Wilson's family announced his death on social media June 11th and did not cite a cause. We are heartbroken to announce that our beloved father, Brian Wilson, has passed away. We are at a loss for words right now, the post on X read. Please respect our privacy at this time as our family is grieving. We realize that we are sharing our grief with the world. Love and mercy. Wilson is survived by his daughters from his first marriage, Carney and Wendy, who achieved success as part of Wilson Phillips, and 5 adopted children from his second marriage to Melinda Ledbetter. I have no words to express the sadness I feel right now, wrote Carney Wilson in a heartfelt tribute on Instagram. My father, at Brian Wilson Live, was every fiber of my body. He will be remembered by millions and millions until the world ends, Carney said. I am lucky to have been his daughter and had a soul connection with him that will live on always. I've never felt this kind of pain before, but I know he's resting up there in heaven, or maybe playing the piano for Grandma Audrey, his mom. Wilson's epic career arc spanned most of his life and was as defined by prolonged bouts of mental illness as it was by meticulously constructed pop confections. Paul McCartney pays tribute to Beach Boys' musical genius, Brian Wilson. I loved him. Despite decades away from the musical mainstream in the 1970s and 80s, when his psychological torments were most aggressive, Wilson's towering impact was never in question. The sublime harmonizing on beach and car-themed tunes such as California Girls or Little Deuce Coupe came to define the Southern California ethos, while the inspired orchestration on the Wilson-produced album Pet Sounds caused a bowled-over Beatles to respond with Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Brian Wilson was drawn to music early on and succeeded despite obstacles. Wilson achieved such heights despite issues that could have been insurmountable. As a musically precocious child, he was found to have significant hearing loss in his right ear. Its surmised cause ranged from a birth defect to physical abuse at the hands of Wilson's authoritarian father, who in the early days managed the family band that paired siblings with cousins. Wilson was born June 20, 1942 in Inglewood, California, a Los Angeles suburb that would boom in the post-war years as a hub for everything from aerospace jobs to nascent TV production. Wilson was a tall and handsome jock, a football quarterback who was popular at school and not much of a student. His interest in music was consuming and led the teenager to spend hours playing piano and learn the basics of composition and even sound engineering when the gift of a tape recorder found him overdubbing vocals with his brothers and mother. Inspired by the vocal harmonies of groups such as the Four Freshmen, Wilson, in the fall of 1961, formed a band with his brothers Carl and Dennis, cousin Mike Love, and friend Al Jardine. Initially, their name was the Pendletones, a reference to the then-popular Pendleton plaid shirt. But the small record label that released their debut single, Surfin', produced by their manager, Father Murray, and a nod to a new beach craze, renamed them the Beach Boys. Only Dennis Wilson actually surfed, but the zeitgeist-nailing moniker stuck. Over the next 4 years, the Beach Boys ruled the airwaves. Wilson crafted 3-minute, harmony-rich pop triumphs aimed at teens, much the way his producing idol, Phil Spector, had captured that same audience with his fabled wall of sound effects. Celebrating cars, surfing, and teen romance, the hits poured from Wilson's pen. Surfin' USA, 409, Be True to Your School, California Girls. But Wilson's ambitions almost immediately ranged far beyond simply appearing in a popular act. In 1963 alone, the 22-year-old wunderkind had sung, produced, arranged, and otherwise guided dozens of songs for groups such as Jan and Dean, the Honeys and the Castles. But a challenge to his genius would soon arrive from overseas. Beach Boys, Beatlemania, and the perfection of pet sounds. Just as Wilson and the Beach Boys were enjoying chart-topping success with I Get Around and its B-side, Don't Worry Baby, Beatlemania swept the United States. Wilson saw the Mop Tops as formidable challengers and rivals to his band's otherwise undisputed stranglehold on the airwaves. While that rivalry caused Wilson to double down in the studio, it also started to reveal cracks in his fragile psyche that soon would turn into debilitating chasms. Thank you for watching. Like and comment. Subscribe.